Turn around, hands on the roof. Stop or you will get tasered. It's on video, retard.
You gonna lose your man.
I ain't gonna lose. You're gonna lose your freedom because you get to go to jail today, mother.
Do you have the temperament to be a police officer?
When I tell you to do something, you do it. End of story. Step out of the car. Turn around, hands on the hood. Hands on the roof. Sit down and shut the up.
Why do you think that throughout your career you have continued to be accused of excessive force?
You will not get up without our permission.
Man,
Sit the down.
In his 12 years on the job, this Melvindale, Michigan police officer has been suspended, criminally charged, fired, and then brought back.
The defendant used coarse language, threw a food bowl across a kitchen.
Do you think he understands de-escalation?
No, I don't.
So why is he still there? Lieutenant Matthew Furman says that the only reason there have been so many allegations against him is because he's, quote, proactive about stopping crime.
Why do you think that throughout your career you have continued to be accused of excessive force?
I think I'm very proactive, and I think I'm involved in a lot more scenes and incidents. If you are proactive and you're hardworking, you are going to get more complaints.
But these aren't just complaints coming from citizens. These are, in some cases, complaints coming from other officers in your department, officers in other departments, your chief in some cases. That's not typical, is it?
I don't know.
He's currently under investigation by both the Michigan State Police and the Melvindale Police Department over a traffic stop that escalated to him tasing the driver.
It's under investigation at this time, and it will be continued to be investigated and thoroughly done.
Officer Furman maintains that he did absolutely nothing wrong. He says it's just another false claim.
Do you have the temperament to be a police officer?
I do.
A lot of people don't think so. Some people in your own department, in fact.
And I've had a lot of people tell me I'm a great police officer.
Before we get to the most recent incident, let's take a look at Officer Furman's history. In 2016, Furman pulled over a mother who was driving her two small children. The vehicle had no insurance, so he ordered the car towed. The woman claimed that instead of letting her wait for her ride to come pick her up, Furman instead dragged her out of the car and onto the ground and forced her onto the vehicle's hood right in front of her children as they watched. Officer Furman did get a 3-day suspension over that. However, that suspension was later overturned by the ironically named Public Safety Commission. A few months later, Furman detained a robbery suspect who alleged that he, quote, slammed his head into a police car while he was handcuffed. But they didn't just have to take that guy's word for it. A lieutenant reported that he witnessed that, and he told the victim that he would, quote, not sweep that incident under the rug. Another officer who was there said under oath that Officer Furman went, quote, way over the line and split the man's head open. But Furman himself told 7 News Detroit that he did nothing wrong. He said that the two officers were mistaken.
Furman told us he didn't cause the injury at all. It was the people the man was stealing from. He said the two officers didn't see what they thought they saw.
They're both lying.
I'm not going to call them liars, but I'm going to say their perspective was probably off because they were halfway down the block.
The former Melvindale police chief, his former boss, said that he tried to rein Officer Furman in, and he ended up getting terminated as a result. In a 2017 lawsuit, that former chief said that Furman, quote, engaged in repeated incidents of police brutality, but that he was discouraged from actually holding him accountable because the city was making such a large amount of money from Officer Furman's repeated towing of citizens' vehicles. In 2019, Officer Furman was criminally charged with assault in Wayne County, Michigan, after he responded to a disorderly conduct complaint. He was accused of throwing an intoxicated man down a flight of stairs. Furman, of course, denied those charges, and he claimed that the man just fell on his own. But then Furman apparently